Millions have read his books and seen his movies based on his bestsellers, including Mystic River, Shutter Island, and Gone Baby Gone. In his new novel, World Gone By, author Dennis Lehane continues the saga of mob kingpin Joe Coughlin in a period piece set in the time of World War II. Dennis joins us by satellite from New York City. Congratulations on the new book.
Oh, thanks so much, Cheryl.
It's so nice to continue the saga and find out exactly what's going on, the continuing story of Joe Coughlin. This wraps up the trilogy for you. Going to be sad to see these characters go?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. It was fun because the trilogy was always a loose trilogy. It was always 3 books that were only connected by one character. They're not necessarily, you don't have to have read either of the other ones. They stand completely on their own, self-contained stories in a self-contained universe. But it was nice to kind of have the a deep bench, if you will, of characters ready to pluck and put into action.
And you move us forward about 10 years or so in this book from the last book.
Yep.
So,
yes, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, so where do we go from here with Joe?
Well, this book picks up in 1943. He's a father, he's a widower, and he's a father of a 10-year-old boy. And he's reaching the moment in his life where he's run out of hiding places. Not just hiding places from his enemy, but hiding places from himself. And that's really what the book is about. It's about sort of a long, dark night in the soul of a man who's questioning the choices he's made.
What's it been like for you during the research and putting yourself in a time gone by and kind of living a different life through these characters?
It's been great. I mean, the thing about the 1920s, the 1930s, and 1940s, just on a very base level, is the clothes were really cool. So I started there. And from that point on, then it got to the cars were cool, the music was great. So it was fun. It was fun to dream up that world and stay in it.
And as we mentioned, this is the 3rd of the books. The last book, Live by Night, I just read is being adapted as a movie. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to start shooting in June.
Oh, that's awesome. And Ben Affleck starring as Joe Coughlin?
Yep, and wrote the screenplay and is set to direct as well.
So that's got to be kind of cool. I mean, you know, you've had other books that have been made into movies, but to continue writing stories that really are coming alive on the screen, too, how exciting is that?
It's cool. I mean, it's really cool. There's nothing to really complain about. So far, I've been very blessed.
So give us the basic premise of this book, because I don't want to give it away, but World Gone By, Joe Coughlin, and things happen in his life. He's trying to find his way, but now he kind of becomes the target.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Joe is considered like a golden goose. He is a consigliere, an advisor to the Tampa Mafia, and he's a bridge between the Mafia and legitimate society. So he's also accepted by legitimate society. And he makes money for everybody. And so it makes no sense whatsoever, but he hears a rumor that somebody is determined to kill him by Ash Wednesday, which is 1 week away from when the book begins. And the thing is he poo-poos it. He says, well, that doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, if somebody tells you that you may die, you're going to ultimately listen. And so the book becomes about his investigation into figuring out if there's any truth to this rumor.
It's a wonderful way of immersing ourselves into a world gone by, literally.
Yeah.
What are you going to be working on next?
Well, I'm in Los Angeles now. I'm working on a few TV projects, a couple of film scripts, and then my next novel, which is still in the early stages.
I have to say, Dennis, your life seems pretty cool right now.
I got no complaints.
Well, good for you. Dennis Lehane, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
And best of luck with everything. World Gone By, available now by Dennis Lehane.